Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something powerful today. The brain is not just an organ, it's a universe. It's not just tissue, it's potential. But here's the truth. Every universe, even the mind, has boundaries. Boundaries that whisper, "This is as far as you can go," but limits are not the end. Limits are teachers. The brain places restrictions not to stop you, but to challenge you. Every wall you hit, every ceiling you touch, is an invitation to break through. Your brain learns best not by overload, but by rhythm, focus, and persistence. It doesn't thrive on chaos. It thrives on clarity. Can't pour knowledge endlessly into a tired mind. You must rest, recharge, reset. Because growth comes not only from effort, but from recovery. And listen closely. Your brain's limits are not permanent. They stretch, they expand, they adapt when you push with consistency. That's called neuroplasticity, the miracle of change within your very mind. So don't curse your limits. Don't say, "This is all I can do." Instead say, "This is where I start climbing." Because your brain is not against you, it's training you, it's shaping you. And if you respect its design, you will unlock brilliance you never knew was there. The brain's hidden limits are not barriers, they are doors. And today, I dare you to walk through them. The brain is a universe of potential, not just an organ. It holds galaxies of ideas waiting to be discovered. Every thought is like a star, shining in the dark, guiding you forward. It carries the power to create, to heal, to dream, and to build futures. Within its hidden pathways lies the strength to change your story. The brain is not limited to what you know today. It is alive, growing, adapting, reshaping with every challenge. It is a universe that expands when you dare to push beyond what you believe is possible. Every brain has hidden boundaries that shape how we learn. These boundaries are not walls to trap us, but signals to guide us. They tell us when to slow down, when to rest, and when to push forward. Learning is not about endless struggle. It's about understanding the rhythm of the mind. Sometimes the limit is focus. Sometimes it is energy. Sometimes it is clarity. But those limits are not fixed. They are flexible. The more we respect them, the more they expand. Every hidden boundary is simply a starting point for growth, not the end of possibility. Limits exist not to stop us, but to challenge us. They stand before us as reminders that growth comes through struggle. A limit is not a punishment, it is an invitation. It calls you to rise higher, to reach deeper, to give more than you thought you had. Without limits, there would be no progress, no hunger, no fire inside. Every boundary whispers, "Show me your strength." Every obstacle asks, "How much do you believe?" Limits are not chains, they are stepping stones. They sharpen your will, shape your spirit, and prepare you for greatness. Learning is most effective through rhythm, focus, and persistence. The brain is not built for chaos, it is built for patterns. When you create a rhythm, your mind learns to expect, to prepare, to absorb. Focus brings clarity. It cuts through the noise and lets the important lessons shine. Persistence is the fuel, the steady fire that keeps the process alive. One step repeated with rhythm becomes habit. One moment of focus becomes understanding. One act of persistence becomes mastery. When these three work together, learning is not a struggle, it becomes unstoppable progress. Overloading the brain leads to burnout, not mastery. The mind is powerful, but it is not designed to carry endless weight all at once. When you flood it with too much, clarity fades and confusion takes over. True learning is not about how much you can cram in, but how much you can understand. A tired brain cannot grow, it only resists. Rest and balance are not weakness, they are part of wisdom. Mastery is built step by step, not in frantic overload. Give the brain space to breathe, and it will reward you with brilliance. Rest and recovery are essential for learning and growth. The brain is like a muscle. It needs time to recharge after every effort. When you pause, the mind organizes, connects, and strengthens what you've learned. Without recovery, knowledge fades, and focus breaks apart. Sleep, silence, and reflection are not wasted time. They are hidden training. Growth does not only happen in the moment of struggle, it happens in the moments of rest. Recovery is where ideas settle, where clarity is born. To push forward without pause is to weaken, but to rest wisely is to grow stronger. Limits are flexible and can expand with consistent effort. What feels impossible today can become natural tomorrow with steady practice. The brain adapts when it is challenged. It reshapes itself to meet new demands. Every step you take forward sends a signal that growth is possible. Consistency is the key that unlocks the hidden strength within. Limits stretch when you refuse to quit, when you show up again and again. What once seemed like a ceiling becomes a stepping stone. Effort repeated with patience turns boundaries into bridges and transforms limits into new levels of power. Neuroplasticity allows the brain to rewire and grow stronger. It is the mind's ability to reshape itself, to form new connections and pathways. Every challenge, every new skill, every lesson learned leaves an imprint. The brain is not fixed. It is alive, dynamic, and always adapting. With practice, weak connections become stronger and new patterns emerge. Mistakes are not failures. They are opportunities for rewiring. Neuroplasticity means you are never truly stuck, never truly limited. Change is built into your design. The more you train your mind, the more powerful, flexible, and unstoppable it becomes. Hidden limits are opportunities, not permanent barriers. They appear to block the path, but in truth, they mark the beginning of growth. A hidden limit is the mind's way of saying, here is where you must rise higher. It does not mean you cannot move forward. It means you must discover a new way. Every boundary reveals a lesson waiting to be learned. What feels like resistance is often a doorway to strength. Limits test your patience, your courage, and your will to keep going. They are not dead ends. They are hidden invitations to greatness. True success comes from respecting the brain's design and working with it, not against it. The mind has a rhythm, a flow, a natural way of learning and growing. When you honor that design, progress feels smoother and deeper. Fighting against it only leads to frustration and burnout. Success is not about forcing the brain, but guiding it with patience and strategy. Focus, rest, repetition, and persistence are its language. When you listen to that language, the brain responds with clarity and strength. Working with the mind unlocks its true power, and that is where success lives. So, my friends, remember, your brain is not your enemy. It is your greatest ally. It may set limits, but those limits are not walls. They are doors. Every challenge, every pause, every rhythm of focus and rest is part of its design. When you respect it, when you train it, when you trust it, your mind will take you farther than you ever imagined. The hidden limits of the brain are not the end of your journey. They are simply the beginning of the greatness, waiting to be unlocked within you.